Good morning to everybody. Let us see the next topic of this chapter. It is the properties of scalar product. So last time in the previous video we have seen three properties. First, it was commutative law for scalar product, that is vector A dot B equal to vector B dot A. Second is distributive law for scalar product of vectors, that is vector A dot in bracket vector B plus C equal to vector A dot B plus vector A dot C. And then third, we have seen the scalar product between unit vectors like I, J and K. And at that time we have seen the proof of this one, I dot I equal to J dot J equal to K dot K equal to 1. That means dot product of same kind of unit vector is always 1. But dot product of different unit vectors is 0. That is I dot J is 0, J dot K is 0 and K dot I is 0. And now let us see the next property. It is the fourth one. If two vectors are parallel to each other, one vector is in positive x direction, another is also in positive x direction, then they are said to be parallel to each other. So if two vectors are parallel to each other, then what should be the angle between them? Angle between them is 0. And as it is 0, the dot product between them, A dot B equal to AB cos 0. And cos 0 is 1. Therefore, A dot B equal to A into B. That means scalar product of such two vectors is equal to the product of the magnitude of first vector and magnitude of second vector. So see, if A is parallel to B, then vector A dot B is equal to always A into B. Or you can say modulus of vector A into modulus of vector B. But if two vectors are perpendicular, that means if one vector is along x direction and another vector is along y direction, or one vector is along y direction, another vector is along z direction, or one vector is along x direction, second vector is along z direction. That means if vector A is perpendicular to vector B, then what should be the angle? Angle between them is 90 degree. And as it is 90, you know cos 90 is 0. So dot product will be A dot B equal to AB cos 90. And cos 90 is 0. Therefore, A dot B equal to 0. You can write in double implies whenever A dot B equal to 0. It means vector A is perpendicular to vector B. Opposite. If vector A is perpendicular to vector B, then A dot B equal to 0. B, remember, this is most useful concept. Then fifth property. Now we see the scalar product of two vectors in terms of Cartesian components. Cartesian components means vector A and B are given in terms of unit vectors I, J and K. So if vector A is AXI plus AYJ plus AZK and another vector B, same way, BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. What are here? AX, AY, AZ are components of vector A in x direction, y direction and z direction. It can also be written as vector A equal to in bracket AX, BX, AZ. Sorry, AX, AY, AZ, and vector B equal to, you can write in bracket BX, BY, BZ. Or in terms of unit vectors, BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. And then what should be the dot product? So in first bracket, vector AXI plus AYJ plus AZK. In second bracket, dot करके BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. अब आप AX, ये पहले वेक्टर का फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट लीजिए और इसको ये तीनों कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ वेक्टर B को 1 by 1 मल्टीप्लाई करें. तो क्या होगा? AX, BX. अब किस किस के बीच का डॉट प्रोडक्ट होगा? I डॉट I. सिमिलरली AX, BY डॉट, तो यहाँ पे किसका प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा? I डॉट J. एंड थर्ड इज AX, BZ, तो किसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा? I एंड K. तो हियर आई हैव रिटन AX, BX in bracket I dot I plus AX, BY in bracket I dot j plus ax bz in bracket I dot k. Similarly, अब दूसरा कंपोनेंट वेक्टर a की बारी ayj is multiplied with each कंपोनेंट ऑफ वेक्टर b, तो ayj का प्रोडक्ट bxi के साथ, ayj का byj के साथ, ayj का bz के साथ, तो क्या होगा ay bx फर्स्ट इनटू ब्रैकेट I इनटू ब्रैकेट j डॉट I ayj डॉट byj, मतलब क्या ay by इनटू ब्रैकेट j डॉट j ayj डॉट bz की, तो क्या होगा ay bz इन ब्रैकेट वेक्टर j डॉट k. अब इसी तरह से az थर्ड कंपोनेंट ऑफ वेक्टर a, ईच कंपोनेंट ऑफ वेक्टर b के साथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन az का bxi के साथ, az का byj के साथ, az का bz के साथ, तो क्या मिलेगा आपको प्लस az bx इन ब्रैकेट k डॉट i प्लस az by इन ब्रैकेट k डॉट j प्लस az bz इन ब्रैकेट k डॉट k. नाउ यूज द कंसेप्ट, कौन सा, जहां पे दोनों सेम काइंड ऑफ यूनिट वेक्टर है i एंड i, j एंड j, k एंड k, तो इसका आंसर 1. लेकिन यहाँ पे दो डिफरेंट यूनिट वेक्टर्स है, i एंड j का डॉट प्रोडक्ट, j एंड k का डॉट प्रोडक्ट, k एंड i का डॉट प्रोडक्ट, वहां पे 0. तो आपको यहाँ पे पहले थ्री टर्म में से एक ही मिलेगा ax bx, तो ये i डॉट i इज 1, लेकिन ये i डॉट j इज 0, i डॉट k इज 0. इसी तरह से दूसरे तीन टर्म्स में से ay by मिलेगा, क्योंकि j डॉट j इज 1 और ये दोनों 0. तीसरे थ्री टर्म में से आपको k डॉट i 0, k डॉट j 0, सिर्फ k डॉट k इक्वल टू 1, मतलब इसके साथ का प्रोडक्ट az bz मिलेगा. तो यू विल गेट द आंसर वेक्टर a डॉट b इक्वल टू ax bx प्लस ay by प्लस az bz. डायरेक्टली यू कैन राइट इफ दिस काइंड ऑफ द टू वेक्टर्स आर गिवन, देन यू टेक द डॉट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ a डॉट b इक्वल टू ax का bx के साथ प्रोडक्ट प्लस ay का by के साथ प्रोडक्ट प्लस az का bz के साथ प्रोडक्ट. So you can use this concept while solving the numericals. Vector a dot b equal to ax bx plus ay by plus az bz, because this is the reason. Then we see the sixth property. What is sixth property? If vector a equal to axi plus ayj plus azk, then वही वेक्टर a के साथ का डॉट प्रोडक्ट इटसेल्फ, then a dot a equal to ax into ax यानी ax square plus ay into ay square plus az into az square. So a dot a equal to ax square plus ay square plus az square. But we know for such given vector a, its modulus, that means its magnitude is given by square root of the sum of the squares of its x component, y component and z component. That is square root of ax square plus ay square plus az square. तो आप यहाँ पर भी दोनों साइड पे स्क्वायर रूट ले लीजिए, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ a डॉट a इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ ax स्क्वायर प्लस ay स्क्वायर प्लस az स्क्वायर. देन इसको दोनों को कंपेयर करें, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वेक्टर a इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ a डॉट a, और यू कैन राइट सिंपली मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वेक्टर a इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ a डॉट a. तो क्या लिख सकते हैं इसके ऊपर से वर्ड्स में, तो दस मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ एनी वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू द स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ द डॉट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द गिवन वेक्टर विद इटसेल्फ. और आगे क्या था, magnitude of any vector equal to square root of the sum of the squares of its component, and this is another method of finding the magnitude of any vector. So magnitude of any vector is equal to square root of the dot product of the given vector with itself. Then seventh property, by using this scalar product or using this dot product, how can you determine the angle between two vectors? The angle between two vectors can be found by using vector a dot b equal to ab cos theta. So cos theta equal to क्या होगा a dot b upon ab, और theta equal to क्या मिलेगा cos inverse of a dot b upon ab. What is a dot b? For such two given vectors, a dot b is ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. What is a? So a is square root of ax square plus ay square plus az square. What is b? B is magnitude of vector b equal to square root of bx square plus by square plus bz square. Using this concept, now you solve the numerical. 6.1, in your textbook it is given there are two vectors are given. Vector force is there, vector displacement d is there. Vector force is 3i plus 4g minus 5k. Vector displacement d is 5i plus 4g plus 3k. Then it is asked to find the angle theta between such two vectors. Use this formula, तो cos theta equal to vector f dot d upon f into d. F dot d मतलब ये x का कंपोनेंट का प्रोडक्ट प्लस वाई वाई कंपोनेंट्स का प्रोडक्ट प्लस जेड जेड कंपोनेंट्स का प्रोडक्ट, तो पहले ये क्या मिलेगा 3 इंटू 5 15 प्लस 4 इंटू 4 16 और ये माइनस 5 इंटू 3 बिकमिंग माइनस 15, तो माइनस 15 प्लस 15 जीरो, आंसर यहाँ पे 16 रहेगा। नीचे स्क्वायर रूट में, तो स्क्वायर रूट में क्या आएगा अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस वन, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 3 स्क्वायर प्लस 4 स्क्वायर प्लस माइनस 5 का स्क्वायर, तो 3 स्क्वायर इज 9 प्लस 4 स्क्वायर इज 16 प्लस square root of plus minus of 5 का square is 25. So answer is what? 9 plus 16 plus 25 becoming 50. Similarly, magnitude of this vector D is also the square root of 50. यानी कि क्या? Square root of 50 square, and square root of 50 square is only 50. So 16 upon 50 multiply by 2 divide by 2, 32 upon 100 0.32. So ये आपको क्या मिला? Cos theta equal to 0.32. That means theta equal to cos inverse of 0.32. Now let us see the next theory part. It is most important. Explain work done by a constant force. Work done by a constant force. The constant force means the force whose magnitude and direction remains same, or magnitude and direction remains constant, not changing at any moment. Then it is said to be what? A constant force. There is another theory, work done by variable force. Variable force means the force whose magnitude or direction, sometimes both, goes on changing at every moment. Then it is said to be variable force. Here we have to discuss about the work done by constant force. So now here if we consider, this is a one kind of horizontal table is there. On this horizontal table one block is there. On the block you are applying a force in a direction parallel to the surface of the table. And in the same direction the block is moving. It is just like this one. You are going to be keeping a one kind of block, and with the help of the string you are going to be pulling it like this one. And when you pull it, keeping the string parallel to the surface, then force and displacement will be in same direction. And when they will be in same direction, then the work done by the constant force is said to be equal to simply the product of magnitude of force and magnitude of displacement. So suppose a block is lying on horizontal surface, is acted upon by force F, and it undergoes a displacement D in the same direction of force. तो ऐसा फोर्स लगाने से फोर्स के ही डायरेक्शन में ब्लॉक का डिस्प्लेसमेंट होता है. Then the work done is given by the definition. The work done is defined as the product of magnitude of force and magnitude of displacement is called a work. So in short you can write that work W is equal to simply F into D. There is no other formula. In that case work done W equal to, you can write F into D. Magnitude of force into magnitude of displacement. But this is not happening every time. Sometimes there must be an angle between the force and displacement. You are applying the force in this direction and displacement is occurring on the horizontal surface like this one as shown here. So this is a one brick. On the brick in such a slanting direction, with the help of the string you are applying the force like this one. But the brick is not moving in the direction of force, but it moves in a direction parallel to the surface of a table, or it moves in a horizontal direction. Then this kind of direction is said to be displacement direction. This is said to be force direction. You will have a definite angle between them. Then in that case, what will be the work done? So in that case, such a force can be resolved in its two components. While resolving, you have to consider two coordinate system, out of which one axis should be taken in the direction of displacement, and another axis should be taken in a direction perpendicular to displacement. So like this one. So if the displacement is in this direction, So this is the displacement direction. This is a direction perpendicular to displacement, and the force is like this one. And when the force will be like this one, then from the head of this force, when you draw, this is a one perpendicular line, so this is F cos theta. When you draw another perpendicular line, this is F sin theta. So this is a component of force F cos theta is in the direction of displacement. This F sin theta is in a direction perpendicular to displacement. So out of these two components, you have to consider the component of force in the direction of displacement. Then in that case, what is the definition? The definition is like this one. So if there is an angle theta between the force and displacement, then definition of work done is given by like this one. The work done by the force is defined as the product of component of force in the direction of displacement and magnitude of this displacement. So it can be written as mathematically W is equal to F cos theta into D. So as shown in this diagram, if theta is the angle between vector F and vector displacement, then work done is equal to component of force in the direction of displacement multiplied by the magnitude of displacement, that is F cos theta into D. That can be rewritten as Fd cos theta. But we know according to scalar product, what is this Fd cos theta? Fd cos theta is equal to scalar product of two vectors. Which two vectors? One is vector F, force, and another is vector displacement. So work done is given by another formula. Work done W is equal to scalar product and a dot product of vector F and vector D. Then depending on this value of theta, you can have the work as positive work done, negative work done, or zero work done. And this we have to discuss one by one. So first we are taking, let the value of angle theta is in between 0 degree and 90 degree. अगर फोर्स ऐसे है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट इस तरह से है, तो फोर्स बीच में होने की वजह से, स्लैंटिंग डायरेक्शन में होने की वजह से 30 डिग्री, 40 डिग्री, 45 डिग्री, 60 डिग्री ऐसा हो सकता है. तो इफ एंगल थीटा बिटवीन वेक्टर एफ एंड वेक्टर डी इज इन बिटवीन 0 डिग्री एंड 90 डिग्री, तो आपको ये एफ कॉस थीटा कंपोनेंट किस डायरेक्शन में मिलेगा? इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट. तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट पॉजिटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन में है, तो एफ कॉस थीटा भी पॉजिटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन में. दोनों पॉजिटिव, अगर दोनों पॉजिटिव तो पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव का प्रोडक्ट भी कैसा मिलेगा? पॉजिटिव. then cos theta is positive, and because of cos theta is positive, the work done is said to be positive. And positive work done का meaning क्या? Where actually the work is done by the force on the body. So when a positive work done, then the work is done by the force on the body. But now if you take, let the angle theta, here this theta is in between 0 and 90 degree, that means such an angle is said to be what? It is said to be acute angle. If angle theta is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, then it is obtuse angle. So if obtuse angle is there, that means if angle theta is in between 90 degree and 180 degree, अब बॉडी के ऊपर फोर्स इस तरह से लगाते हैं और डिस्प्लेसमेंट इस डायरेक्शन में मिलता है, तो ये एंगल कैसा मिलेगा? ग्रेटर देन 90 डिग्री एंड लेस देन 180 डिग्री. इन दैट केस फोर्स ऐसी डायरेक्शन में होगा, तो आपके कंपोनेंट एफ कॉस थीटा ऑब्टेन करेंगे, तो एफ कॉस थीटा कैसा होगा? इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन टू दैट ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट. एंड वैसे भी ऐसा सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में मिलने वाला कॉस थीटा की वैल्यू कैसी होती है? नेगेटिव. अगर थीटा कैसा है? ग्रेटर देन 90 डिग्री, लेस देन 180 डिग्री. तो इफ एंगल थीटा इज इन बिटवीन 90 डिग्री एंड 180 डिग्री, then cos theta is negative. Because of cos theta is negative, you will get this product f cos theta into d, and fd cos theta is negative. So work done will be negative. And negative work का meaning क्या? So at this time, actually the work is not said to be done by the force on the body, but at this time the work is said to be done by the body against the force. So be remember this point. Means the work is said to be done by the body against the force. When positive work done, that means work is done by the force on the body. Negative work done means the work is done by the body against the force, or you can write simply work is done against the force. But if theta is exactly 90 degree, so displacement in horizontal direction, force in vertical direction, that means angle theta is 90 degree. अगर 90 degree है तो क्या होगा? cos 90 0 होता है. At cos 90 0, the work is done 0, even though the force is not 0, even though the displacement is not 0. So there are three situations you are getting. no work is done. The first one, angle should be 90 degree. Second one, if you consider this is a one wall and you are going to be what? Pushing the wall, and the wall is not displacing. So there is if no displacement, even though the force is applied, the work will be zero. Then third case, if you take a one ball and let it allow to put on a one horizontal very smooth surface, तो ऐसे स्मूथ सरफेस पे जैसे ही आप बॉल रखेंगे तो बॉल इस तरह से स्लिप होता हुआ या तो राउंड होता हुआ चला जाएगा, मतलब आपने कोई फोर्स नहीं लगाया, तो वहां पे डिस्प्लेसमेंट है बट फोर्स इज नॉट देयर. तो फोर्स नहीं तो अगेन द वर्क डन विल बी जीरो. बट हियर वी हैव टू डिस्कस, दिस इज वन सिंपली केस व्हेन थीटा इज 90 degree. If theta is 90 degree, then work done is zero. Why zero? Because if force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, then cos 90 is zero, and cos 90 is zero. That's why there is no work is said to be done on the body by the force. A very popular example of such a work done equal to zero, even though force is not zero, displacement is not zero, but force and displacement are perpendicular. So कौन सा? You consider a uniform circular motion. So you consider one particle is going to be moving in a circular motion with constant acceleration, and that acceleration is which one? Centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration मतलब from body towards the center, and according to Newton's second law of motion, force equal to mass into acceleration. तो acceleration जिस direction में उसी direction में force होता है. तो in case of uniform circular motion, at every instant the force acting on a body is towards the center. That's why it is a centripetal force. So for uniform circular motion, the responsible force is centripetal force, and centripetal force is in a direction from a body towards the center. And we know very well where will the velocity. The velocity is in the direction of tangent, and in the direction of tangent मतलब ये perpendicular to radius है. तो वेलोसिटी इज परपेंडिकुलर टू रेडियस और रेडियस की डायरेक्शन में फोर्स है, तो मतलब फोर्स एंड वेलोसिटी आर परपेंडिकुलर, एंड वेलोसिटी की डायरेक्शन किस डायरेक्शन में होती है? डिस्प्लेसमेंट की, बिकॉज वेक्टर v इक्वल टू वेक्टर d अपॉन t. तो ये वेलोसिटी की डायरेक्शन तो वही डिस्प्लेसमेंट की डायरेक्शन. दैट्स व्हाई फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट आर परपेंडिकुलर टू ईच अदर इन केस ऑफ यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन, एंड दैट्स व्हाई एंगल बिटवीन फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज 90 degree. That's why the work done by such a centripetal force on a body performing uniform circular motion is always zero. So let us see. In case of uniform circular motion, the centripetal force acting on a body is perpendicular to instantaneous velocity. And velocity किस direction में? Displacement की direction में. तो velocity अगर upper direction में है तो यहाँ पे displacement भी upper direction में. And displacement and force अपने आप क्या हो जाएंगे? Perpendicular. And hence to instantaneous displacement. तो यही force क्या होगा? Perpendicular to displacement also. So no work is done by the centripetal force. No work is done by the centripetal force. किसके ऊपर? On a body performing uniform circular motion. That is, तब यहाँ example दिया है. If you consider any geostationary satellite, तो geostationary satellite is going to be orbiting surrounding the Earth. So by the Earth, gravitational force is exerting on the satellite, and that gravitational force acting on the geostationary satellite is in the direction from satellite towards the center of the Earth. That's why that gravitational force work as centripetal force. So here there is no work is done by the gravitational force of the Earth on any geostationary satellite which is orbiting or which is revolving surrounding the Earth. Then we see the what happens if theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 180 degree. If theta equal to 0 degree, theta equal to 0 degree, that means the force and displacement are in same direction. If you take a one object allowed to fall freely, it moves in downward direction under the effect of force of gravitation. So your displacement and gravitational force are in same direction. As they are in same direction, work done is what? As you see, it is simply force into displacement. So if theta equal to 0 degree, then work done is W equal to Fd. For example, work done on a freely falling body by the gravitational force is W equal to F into D. But what is F? F is gravitational force, so it is mg into D, where m is mass of a freely falling body, g is gravitational acceleration, and D is the displacement in downward direction. But if theta is 180 degree, यानी कि force and displacement are in opposite direction. Displacement is in forward direction and force is in backward direction. Then angle theta between them it will be what 180 degree, and cos 180 is -1. Then in that case you will get the negative of that. So if theta is equal to 180 degree, then work done is minus Fd. Here the force and displacement are in opposite direction, and as it is opposite in direction and work done is negative, so you can see the work is said to be done by the body against the force. अब इसका बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल कौन सा? Let you are going to be going from Mehsana to Ahmedabad on highway, and all of a sudden one animal is going to be crossing the highway in front of your car. Then what will happen here? You will apply all of a sudden a brake. But the car is moving with very high speed, and as you apply the brake, then what will happen here? Due to the brakes applied by the car, between the surface of road and surface of tire, the frictional force is produced, and these frictional forces are in opposite direction to that of motion of the car. कार आगे जा रही है, फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स पीछे, तो वो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स पीछे, डिस्प्लेसमेंट मोशन की, कार की मोशन आगे, तो क्या होगा दोनों के बीच का एंगल 180 डिग्री. तो यहाँ पे वर्क डन बाय द frictional force which is produced due to the brake applied is opposite to that of motion. That's why the work done will be negative. So you see here, when brakes are applied to the car moving on a road with a very high speed, then the force of friction produced by the brakes is in opposite direction to that of the motion of the car, and hence the work done by such a frictional force on the car will be negative, because frictional force and displacement are in opposite direction. So at this time the work is said to be done by the car against the frictional force. Okay.